I think Tough Love is a kind of good indication of what to expect for the album. It was a way for me to ease the listeners in and be like, I'm back and hope you like this. But I think there's definitely some kind of more up-tempo, a bit more over-the-top songs on the album than Tough Love. Tough Love was just to ease you in. I think if you like Devotion, then hopefully you'll like my new album. I think maybe what ties it together is my voice. I've definitely been a bit more playful on this record, the second record. I don't know, maybe I don't sound as miserable as the first album. I don't know. It was a real pleasure to write this album. I think I was less scared than the first time on this writing this record, so I think maybe it meant that I had more space to experiment and feel like I could experiment rather than be like, oh my God, what am I doing? I'm so scared. But I think the influences on this record have been, quite a lot of Prince, still Sade always. There were albums like Kaleidoscope Dreams, Miguel's album, and Frank Ocean's Channel Orange that have come out since my last album was out that I would listen to repeatedly. And there's this old Glaswegian band called the Blue Nile, which is like an 80s band that I love, that really influenced this record. But yeah, I mean, quite a lot of things, but still the same stuff as the first time round with a few added extras. I don't know. I think I'd celebrate with my family. I'm already taking over my mother's birthday. Her birthday's on the 5th, and my album comes out on the 6th, and she's already had to cancel some theatre tickets, which I feel very guilty about. But I don't know. I'd just celebrate if it hit the top spot. I mean, it'd be quite bizarre and amazing, but I'd probably have a really, really good dinner somewhere. Maybe I should try and book it now. It can be a commiseration dinner either way, couldn't it? I think, I've never had chart success, so the first time I've charted was this week with Tough Love, the single, so I don't really know about chart success. I mean, it was lovely to get that top 5 album, absolutely amazing, but I don't feel like I'm kind of in that world yet. So when it comes, it's really lovely and a pleasure and a real compliment. But I think, this record was made for my fans in mind, because I didn't know who my fans were on the first record. So I've had, some experience touring and having fun with my audience. So I really wrote it with them in mind and hope that they want to enjoy this album, because I want to hear them singing these bits back with me and us, in conversation. And so I think that's the most important thing for me to, do this for my fans. I did my first my only UK festival yesterday at Wilderness, and I was overwhelmed that people were already singing my new songs back to me. Like, by the end of the song, they were like singing, these songs, and I was just like, this is amazing. Imagine what hopefully it'll be like once they have an album. I didn't feel more pressure this time around. I felt good and I felt excited about writing, and I think I did it in a way that I wrote whilst I was on tour, a little bit, or like just on breaks on and off, so it didn't feel like I finished touring, it was like, right, go and write the album. I kind of had a few songs already under my belt that I was really proud of. By the time it was like, okay, you finished touring, this is now writing the album time. I think maybe I would have felt more pressure that way. I'm getting married in 2 weeks, and I feel relatively calm about it, and I mean, really calm, actually. I think, actually, it's been the best thing, putting out a second album and getting married at the same time. It's meant that you can't focus too much on either, so you can't freak out on either. Getting married in Greece, so it's kind of, you've got to just be really relaxed about it there. So it's been, I think, very good to do an album and plan a wedding at the same time.